Well, you can tell it's a Monday. We're having some fantastic news that's already coming out for this week. Hold on to your hats, because I can say right now that as we get closer and closer to the reveal of Microsoft's big first-party announcement, we're going to hear more from PlayStation as well. Now we're already hearing that. We're already seeing that and getting some confirmation on that. So I love the back and forth that we're seeing so far between Microsoft and Sony. Hopefully you guys are getting excited about it. I know a lot of you have been messaging me, getting hyped up. Get those hype levels up, people, because I tell you what's coming is stuff that we've never seen before, and I absolutely cannot wait to see that, and hopefully you guys are all on board for that as well, because I tell you what, that's what it's all about. We've got Microsoft going at it. We've got Sony going at it. It's going to be one heck of a ride, and I'm going to be there the entire time with you guys. Hopefully you're going to join me for that. So anyway, I'm very excited about this video. We've got some breaking news. I want to get into it. You want to get into it. Let's do it. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here. Crapgamer Reviews. Back with yet another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. And hey, you know what? Let me take a second to thank all the new subscribers. You guys rock. I appreciate it. Thanks for finding me. All the old subscribers, you guys rock. Thanks for sticking with me. Anybody that just watches, you guys rock. Thank you very much. The easiest way to support me, just a simple like on a video. I put a lot of hard work into this stuff. Share it out. You know, if you really want to support, you can even become a member, or at the very least, hit that bell so you're notified of everything that comes out. So thank you guys, and please do that. I'm always there if you guys want to talk. Twitter at @_Crapgamer, Xbox Live, MOH space Crapgamer, or PSN, just Crapgamer. Want to talk games? Want to talk whatever? Give me some ideas for a video? Let me know. Let's do it. So anyway, this is a video about Sony. Something has broke, something has leaked, something has come out, and we are excited. Well, at least I'm excited, and I know you guys will get excited as well. So anyway, Microsoft officially announced their first-party Xbox Series X showcase confirmed, July 23rd. Now, this is why this is important, because Sony's stuff comes out after this is announced. Coincidence? I think not. Microsoft just confirmed that its first-party Xbox Series X showcase will take place on the 23rd of July, which was heavily rumored to be the date. The reveal was announced on Twitter, and last week they also reported that it would likely be taking place, this particular article, which I'll link as well, that it was going to be taking place in the week of July 20th. The pre-show for the Series X event will kick off at 8 p.m. Pacific with Jeff Keighley via YouTube, as announced by Microsoft, as the main showcase will air at 9 a.m. Pacific. So yeah, noon Eastern. That's going to be very interesting. As covered before, there's going to be focus on Microsoft's first-party studios, with Rare's Everwild and Obsidian Entertainment's new RPG supposedly supposed to make the entry. We're going to get a big, heavy dose of Halo. Fable's going to be there, Forza Motorsport. There's also lots of other rumors, Perfect Dark and stuff like that. Halo 343 obviously is going to be a big showcase. It was supposed to be their year to shine at E3. Unfortunately, E3 was canceled, and so there hasn't been a whole lot of instances of where they're going to be able to show stuff off. Listen, again, and I know this is a Sony mostly video, but I just wanted to point this out. No matter which side you're on, this stuff is great for the industry. Do you not understand that? If you're a gamer, you should be excited that Microsoft's going to show off their stuff. Why? Because that's going to make Sony go off and show off more stuff. And then Microsoft, and then Sony. And we're going to get this back and forth. Competition is great. This is why it's such a great thing. So we're going to be seeing some amazing stuff from Microsoft. Again, most of the time, I'm the first one to tell you temper your expectations. Do not temper them. Microsoft's going all out. Like I said on Twitter earlier, consider this, pretend that we're the board of directors for Xbox, and they're trying to pitch why Xbox should even exist. Think of it like that. They're going to be throwing everything at us, the kitchen sink included, to try to get us to invest in the Xbox, in that ecosystem, whatever. It doesn't matter if it's the Series X, the S, the PC, a phone. They want us to invest in that ecosystem. They're going to throw everything they can at us to try to get us to invest, and it's going to be a dang good show, and I'm looking forward to watching it. But with that being said, according to this new leak, which I will link this also in the description, and you guys can check it out. Man, I love this. I'm so excited. Hopefully you guys can see the passion, feel the passion coming from me about video games and why this is so awesome to me. Sony held back both first and third-party announcements for August and their state of play in August. This is a new statement, which, like I said, I can link this. Eurogamer's Tom Phillips states that Sony has held back a number of first and third-party announcements for its rumored August state of play. Replying to a tweet about how big of the scope is for August state of play, Tom Phillips stated, Sony has first and third party stuff still to announce. Feels like it has quite smartly held some stuff back. This is apparently how Sony was going to fire back after Microsoft's July first party showcase, which was, obviously I just announced will come out July 23rd. There's a lot of rumors that's going to be what's going to be there as well. Here's some things that's going around. Silent Hill. There's been this rumor, where there's smoke, there's fire. Obviously, Silent Hill could be coming back. It's been away for a long time. Supposedly, it's going to be a first-party game from Sony. They're the ones developing it and publishing it to be an exclusive. It's going to be a reboot of the franchise, and it's supposed to actually be almost done. Like, supposedly, it's going to come within the first year of the PlayStation 5 release. There's also talk of Bethesda, who are in a deep partnership with Sony, which, hey, check this out. That's kind of new. Think about that. Bethesda usually is in a partnership with Microsoft and does a lot of Microsoft partnerships. Now it looks like they're in a partnership with Sony, and they're even getting timed exclusives, which is something that Microsoft never even pulled off, which is pretty incredible if you think about it. Bethesda, who's in a partnership with Sony, with Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo being PS5 timed exclusive. So a first look at Bethesda Game Studios' next generation RPG Starfield could possibly be something that they have. Or they could show something as far as a new Fallout game. There could be also, there's rumors that the new Suicide Squad Batman game could be there, or the other Batman game, the Arkham game, because Rocksteady supposedly is working on that. Finally, there could be more first-party announcements that could come from Insomniac with gameplay from Miles Morales, or even a tease of God of War 2, and then we might also see the Japan Studios rumored sci-fi game called Race Base. Again, there's a lot of stuff that could be coming out here. There's a lot of things that could be announced. We could see more gameplay of stuff, but I do think that they have a couple of pretty big, significant announcements held back. If you look at back what they did at their PlayStation 5 reveal, I feel like it was a great showing. They did just enough to really kind of shine and, hey, there's the Horizon, there's the next Spider-Man, there's Ratchet and Clank, here's some ray tracing, here's this, right? Like, here's a new IP, here's some timed exclusives, here's this. They did a really good job at kind of getting people excited, especially after Microsoft dropped the ball with their May reveal, with their gameplay reveal, right? So they went out and made sure to one-up Microsoft. Microsoft supposedly behind the scenes wanted to go out and one-up Sony. Will that happen? I don't know if that's going to happen. One thing I can tell you is it's a very exciting time to be a gamer, and the back and forth between Microsoft and Sony is epic. I know Phil Spencer always claims, hey, we're not, competition with Sony. We're not doing that. It's blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. At the same time, I just want to point out that their actions speak louder than that, like their actions are saying otherwise. Like, hey, even though we're claiming that we're not really going after Sony or whatever, we keep on putting pressure on ourselves to do better than what Sony did here, better than what Sony did there. Like, in my opinion, it's pretty dang clear that they really are in competition with Sony as well with these other places. And I think one of the reasons why is because they really jumped the gun and thought that Google and Amazon would be these huge competition for them, and it turns out that's not the case. Sony's been the competition all along, right? So it's going to be very interesting, and then they're going to go back and forth. So anyway, you think that's the end of it, but then there's also another rumor from one of the original people who states that Microsoft is going to hold back some things. Now, in my opinion, huge mistake if Microsoft holds back anything. They have held back an entire generation. They have done a ton of holding back. They've really kind of upset a lot of the fan base, including myself. There's no time to hold back, Microsoft. There's nothing to hold back. There's absolutely no reason to hold back whatsoever. Go out there, blow us all away, show us why we should buy an Xbox Series X. I really want to have that reason to pick that up as well. I want to have that conversation with my wife, right? Hey, can I get a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox Series X and see how that goes? I mean, fingers crossed that I can win that win that battle right there. But it's on Microsoft to show me why I need an Xbox Series X to begin with, why I should even bother with Xbox at all in the next generation, given how poorly this generation was run, and then, how do they plan to compete with Sony? Like, again, Sony's putting out some of the best games I've ever played in my life, and I've been gaming since the 80s. Microsoft hasn't put anything out realistically anywhere near that can touch it. So, yeah, they do have a lot to prove, the most to prove, in fact, and I'm very eager to see what Microsoft does on July 23rd, and then in August, sometime early August. Heavy leaks. It looks like we're getting even more reveals from the PlayStation 5. Silent Hill reboot. Possibly even a God of War 2 teaser. I'm excited, man. This is some exciting stuff. I want to see what's going on. Look for all the links down below. If you're new to my channel, I link everything that's a news source down below in the description. If it's opinion, doesn't need a link. If it's a rumor or leak, I will link it if it's possible, or if it's somebody that somebody told me in confidence. I can't give away that information, but I always tell you to take it with a grain of salt. So always take anything that's a leak with a grain of salt. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today on one of my videos. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up and game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.